Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this channel. It's your boy Sammy. In today's video, I'm going to be outlining how to understand the best time to trade. Now, this is actually a problem that traders are being faced with, mostly beginner traders. Now, when is the best time do I enter a trade? How do I know the exact time that the market is about to move in my favor? Now, I'm going to be combining two things: one, order blocks, and two, the best time in the day to trade, and also the best time if you're a day trader, the best time of the month when the market will give you high probability setups and when the market will work in your favor. So I want you to stick with me to the end of this video. I'm going to be recording live using this chart as an example also for you to understand what the market is what actually doing and how you can actually stay profitable. If this is the first time of watching our video, we'd like to have you subscribe to our channel. We'd like to have you comment and leave a like below so that we'll know that you're actually getting value from this video. I apologize for not being online for a while because the reason is because I actually relocated where I was, so I've so many things on my head. So now let's dive right back into the market. Now I need to understand something. When it comes to trading, it takes 80% waiting, 10% buying, 10% selling. So we have to wait more longer than we actually make profit in, rather than we executing our trades. Now what that simply means is that we're going to be waiting longer. Okay, now one of the reasons I love trading gold, I told myself, is that gold rewards me for my time. I don't mind waiting a long time, but provided when it comes to me, I'm going to be risking what I want to risk, and I'm going to be getting 10 times, 15 times of what I risk, 5 times even of what I was invested, and I get the return out of it. So that way I still profitable. Okay. Okay, now let me say this. And the thing is this. Let's say this chart. What do we have here? This market is actually bearish, right? Good. Then we saw the last swing point. Don't forget what we said: lower low, lower high, lower low, and this was the last lower high. Now immediately the market broke here. Okay, sorry, this was the last lower high here. Okay, now when the market broke above it, we said there's a break of structure and we had a move back here. Now someone might be asking, this tells us that there's about to be something is going on in the market, that is about to be a change. Now the question, don't forget the topic: when is the best time for me to trade? Now if you're still here, you can still sell because you are still bearish. Some of the folks make mistaken of saying this market has actually turned bullish. The reason why it hasn't turned bullish is because this was the last swing point. There was just a break of structure. Now after a break of structure, it is just to inform you that we're about to change direction. It doesn't mean we are moving immediately. Okay, now this is when I'm going to be saying when is the best time for me to trade. Now if you're trading odd USD, let's use an example: USD pairs is New York section. Now the best time for you to trade is to wait for that New York section to come up into place. Okay, for Nigerians, I like doing my analysis from 2 o'clock. That falls into part of my trading plan. By 2, that is when I come into the chair because I trade mostly USD pairs. Okay, so I come into the chart by 2. Now that 2 is when I start doing analysis because I know why. The market is going to be giving an opportunity in a section. Okay, New York section. Now it's not going to be happening immediately by 2. Okay, the market always give you an opportunity when the day is about coming to an end. Let me say it again: the market always give an opportunity when the day is about coming to an end. Don't forget, you are trading with smart money guys, and these guys are actually businessmen and they are actually busy. So the only time they have chance is when they come into the market late. For every other investment and other stuff, it believes the belief is when you come early you get more profit, but in forex it's when you come later you get money. Okay, if you're early and you buy early, you'll be wrong and you lose that money. So the time that I've often seen, that is why I always advise folks to write out the time that works for you. I was going through my trading journal. Now for trading journal, what it means is you documenting when you enter a trade, when you exit, where you put a stop loss and the rest of it, and your emotions and the rest of it. Okay, I was going through my journal and I got to find out that most of my trades are being executed from 3 p.m. Nigeria time, what, down. Some of the time I execute my trade by 5, some of the time by 4, and I got to see that I get 1 to 5 reached what they show. Immediately I execute by 4 or 5, the market will just move in my favor. And in a no distant time, I have my profit. But whereas I've been waiting from 2, whereas I've been waiting from 2 o'clock, okay, when it actually got to my time, that's when I was able to execute my trade and I had what I wanted. So guys, it takes longer time for you to wait than for you to make profit. Okay, so now let's analyze this chart. The market came back here, change of character here, telling us that we're about to move. Now what did we have here? This was the rundown. It actually came back up again. Now somebody else might be entering here to buy. You are still wrong. Now why am I saying you're still wrong? This here, this one here only came back here, so it is about to be a drop. This here came back here to collect the money that was here, so the next thing we should be waiting for is down. Okay, the market is not yet time to buy. I'll tell you when to buy. We had a single entry here. It's an aggressive entry, but there is something that should be in your head. That thing is, what's the market doing? If you have that question in your mind, you will stay profitable. Why? Because you wouldn't want to enter over in a trade when you're not sure of what the market is doing. Okay, so it is when you're sure of it, that's when you enter the trade. So the question is, what's this market doing? Now it's not yet clear. We are still bearish. Okay, the first trend line was broken, no doubt. The market came back, but has been respecting another trend line. We are still bearish. Now when is the best time? Good, there's it. Now what do we have here? We have a move again back to the zone. Now this is when you know that it is about time. How do I mean? You know, this was the last one that came up and the last trend line that was formed. So the market actually came back to it and dropped again. Now where should we be looking for our entry? Here, the neckline. That's where you should be looking for our entry here. Now I need to tell you something. This is where you should enter the market. The market will always do this rubbish you're seeing here. I call it rubbish. It may seem as if it's time wasted. No, it's not. It always do this rubbish for you because it's actually waiting for its sign for the section to come up. Now what do I mean by that? If you're trading London section in the morning, all of this will happen in the night. Then when it comes to the morning, 8, 9, that's when you start seeing opportunity to enter the market and go up. But if it is New York section, all of this will happen during London section. When it gets to New York section, that is when you see an opportunity. And this opportunity will not come by 2, it might not come by 1, it might come by 4 p.m. what? Nigeria time, or by 5 before you execute your trade. Now I executed the trade yesterday. No, a day before yesterday on I think it's all USD. Yeah, the market gave me an opportunity, or I saw an opportunity and I placed a buy limit, expecting the market to retrace and get back there. Now guess what? The market worked out. It happened around it was around 9 or 8:30 in the night. I played it buy limit and the market actually moved. Now when it moved up, it didn't move up as at that night. It happened in the morning. But guess what? All of the whole play out was just dangling around that area. The main execution was when the market came to the New York section. That was when the market moved in my favor. Now what am I saying there? Why did all of that happen? It actually happened because it will always move in the section. All USD pairs is the pair is connected to USD, so it will actually move in New York sections. So all you have to do, please don't go and trade euro odd in London section. It might work out, no doubt, because London section actually liquid, but it will always give you more profitability or higher chances of winning when the market comes to the section, which is the London. Okay, now we are able to stay profitable. Now this is the best way. Now all this stuff you're saying, the best order block to enter is after price has given you a change of structure. Okay, market structure change of character here. Okay, change of character actually means this. When you see this last point here, if the market will come here to it and does not break above it, even sometimes if you break above it, provided it came to this region here, it should tell you that we are about to go in an opposite what direction. That way you are able to stay profitable over time. Okay, that way you're able to stay what profitable over time. Now, one of the mistakes that we make is we trade whenever we see opportunities at the wrong time, and that's wrong. Now, somebody might be saying something. I will show you another secret that I'm saying here. Don't forget this place. Some folks were buying here, but they were stopped out. It doesn't mean they were wrong. It simply means they were not patient enough to allow the market give them a chart pattern that shows a reversal. Now, what happens here? If you draw this line here, you will see that this here and this here was actually at the same level. This was an entry, don't forget, and this was it, the head. So left head, right. And this is the head, left and the right. So you enter while you're buying at the right side, but when you're selling, you enter at the left side because the market is what opposite. Now, but as at this region here, when we're showing you that this is simple when you understand what the market is doing and when the picture is clear. Let me quickly say this. What we do in trading is we like to buy or to sell when we have seen what the market has done, not when we think or when we feel. No, if you're doing it that way, you're going to be losing our money. Please have this at the back of your mind. The market will not just fly like that. It will definitely come back and create more opportunity for you to enter the market. Okay, so what we are doing is we are actually buying or selling based off of what we have seen. We buy or we sell based off of what we have all seen. And like what I said, I'm going to be telling you the best time to trade. Now, due to the course of my experience in the market plays out when it's about coming to the end of the day. Now, for the month, I don't trade on Mondays simply because that's the beginning of the week, and often on Mondays I actually lose out. Okay, so I don't trade on Monday because the market does not move in my favor on Mondays. So I trade Tuesdays and down. Okay, down to weekend, and I always trade on Friday because there's high impact news on Fridays and also on Thursdays, and I'm able to stay profitable. The market moves in my favor, or the market generally moves when it's coming to the end of the day, when it's coming to the end of the month, and when it's coming to the end of the year, even the second quarter of the year. This is how the market moves. So higher chances of I have during the course of my observation, I've noticed that October is actually setups are filled on October because the year is about coming to an end. Even during December also, but it's actually a high risk level. But on January and February, the market's actually forming its shape. So I heard somebody say that I've already blown my account in January. I was like, that's wrong because you're not supposed to be trading, not watching at what the market is doing. You're going to be seeing one setup maybe in a month. Okay, high probability setup comes up from 4 hours. So for 4 hours candles to be formed, it's going to be taking a longer time. Okay, in the month. So the market is being controlled by the smart money guys. Your duty is to wait and do analysis based off of what you have seen them do in the market. I think that's all for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment section.